Hello to my Scorpios. All right, Scorpios, let's get right into your reading. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Let us see what's in your cards. Let's go. My health is a priority. My body is my temple. That's right. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. Your body is your temple. Let's see what's in your cards. First card out the day, Ace of Wands. So, new romance, new project, creation, desire, willpower, inspiration, new romance. Something new has transpired here. This is Ace of Wands. Some new information is coming through. New information is coming through, right? Somebody's learning how to see something from a higher frequency because somebody's learning how to resolve something within themselves. And you know who's behind it. Source is behind it. Source is behind it, right? But some new information is coming through. Yeah, about a magician, a dark magician who has a temper. A dark magician who has a temper. And so somebody knows what's behind it. What I'm looking at here in your cards here, you know, Scorpio, this is again goes to this. You all are a fixed sign. And somebody has this, again, ride or die type of this fixed energy. I'm a ride till the wheels fall off. And Source is trying to really break somebody out of this, right? Source is really trying to break somebody out of this. And when you say your health is your priority, your body is your temple, that's part of it. Your body being your temple, Source is saying that's part of your body being your temple, is who you're aligning yourself with. If you're aligning yourself with people who have a temper and they're creating a bunch of confusion in your life, they don't see your body as a temple. They will pull you right down into the fire with them. You burning with them. They'll pull you into some mess right with them and act like they never met you. They literally act like if somebody mentioned your name, and they could have known you for 60 years and they will swear on a stack of Bibles they have never seen you in their life. That is part of prioritizing your health, mental and physical health. You will sit there, eyes bugged out. You couldn't even believe, like, what the heck? For real? Are you serious? Yes. So it's just trying to help you to see some things from a higher frequency. How people that you felt like was your friends, like people that you felt like was like they would have that same I'm in this thing to the very end, like a Chucky doll, for real. That's just that's what this is. 5 of Cups. Some kind of loss, regret, grief is happening now. But somebody's like, okay, somebody's like couldn't never see something happening. Like somebody just could not see something. 6 of Swords. But now somebody has to transition. Somebody has to transition. Somebody has an awakening. Somebody has to transition. Like there's no and ifs or buts. Somebody has to transition. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody has to transition at this point. Yeah, somebody has to transition. Somebody has to move on. Somebody has to travel light. Somebody has to take a page out of people's books because somebody has to learn how to see something from a higher frequency at this point. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Because compassion has stepped into the room, for real. Staying connected to energies who have a really bad temper, who cannot control themselves, is not it. It has never been it. It'll never be it. Never. I don't care who they are. It'll never be it. Yeah. It'll never be it. Close out cycles in love. Close out cycles in love. The Devil card. So the Devil card, like, you know, somebody who has a temper is basically like the devil made them do it. They were, you know, and I'm telling you, anybody could be a host for the devil. Like anybody could be a host for the devil. Because somebody's like, who's behind it? The devil is behind it. Devil may have been behind why somebody, you know, like you not seeing something. Everybody's in human form. This is a carnal mind. This is somebody who's like, you know, something was behind something. Somebody's like, what was behind all of this? Like, what happened? What was the reason? I don't know what this is. Like for somebody, what was the reason for the temper, the confusion? Like, what was the reason behind the lie? What was the reason behind something? Because the devil is a liar. What is the reason behind the lie? What was the reason? Why be shady behind somebody's back? Here's the 9 of Pentacles here. Because somebody wanted financial independence. Somebody heard somebody talking about somebody financial independence, and that's what somebody wanted, financial independence. What was the reason why? What was the inspiration of the fire behind something? What was the blowtorch in somebody's back? Fortune. Somebody felt like, okay, I'm a, you know, yeah. Somebody felt like they hit the lottery. Somebody felt like they hit the lottery. All they needed was a fixed Scorpio. 5 of Pentacles. They felt like somebody felt like you had a somebody felt like you had sort of wanted to be a part of something spirit, right? Like in terms of like maybe health condition or like a need for something, or like somebody felt like they needed to be needed by you. Let me see how I can say this, because there's something about this was reverse. Scorpio, somebody who really needed you almost felt like they needed you. They wanted almost like to repay the favor to you. So if I feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio who was in need at some point, but you're dealing with someone who has a God complex, if that makes any sense, Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio who is legit. Like you could be a Scorpio, like y'all are pretty intense, like y'all are really focused on hard work and all that, you know, high vibrating Scorpios, like pretty intense whatever you do. So you could be a person who really is legit 9 of Pentacles, like financially independent, doing your thing, whatever. But somebody you may have somebody may have seen that and felt like because they have a spirit that they want to be a part of that, like want to stay connected to you, may have felt like, okay, what can they do for you? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but anyway, somebody may have felt like they could do something for you, like what could I do for Scorpio? Like what could I, because they didn't know their worth and their value. So instead of like it would be kind of like the friend, maybe like if you go to go to work every single day, maybe you was the one that bought lunch every single day and they couldn't afford to buy lunch, right? So instead of them just coming out of their mouth saying, "Hey, Scorpio, I can't afford to buy lunch. I can't afford to buy you lunch every day, but can you tell me if there's something I can do to kind of sort of like is it something that you like that maybe that's within my budget? You know, maybe if it's not something I can buy you, but maybe, you know, can I give you a ride, or can I, you know, support you in any of your endeavors, or, you know, is something that I can do, like maybe support you if I have a platform on social media, can I, kind of like a bartering system, but like, can I support you on social media? Like if I have a platform, can I support, you know, what you're doing on platform? If you have a nail business or hair, or, you know, like if you have a e-flyer or something for your business, it's not obviously legitimate business, can I support you that way? Can I get the word out or something like that to help you? I feel like somebody was almost thinking in terms of financial independence for financial independence, right? Yeah, looking at the cards here. So something confusing took over. Something confusing took over. Like the enemy is the author of confusion. The devil is the author of confusion. Right, here was the King of Cups. Yeah. And somehow they ran right into somebody who was abusive, cold, manipulative. Ran right into two energies. Somebody really needed your emotional intelligence. Somebody really needed your emotional intelligence. But somebody was walking on eggshells. Page of Swords here. Somebody was just curious. They were just asking questions. Just asking questions and needed somebody's emotional intelligence. It's a young person. They were just asking questions. And something traveled all over the world. Somebody was just asking questions, just trying to get a handle on something, trying to find out some information. Let me see something here. Yeah, a lot of yeah, something traveled all over. Something traveled all over the world. So here we have Five of Pentacles. Somebody experienced some kind of financial loss. Yeah, because now somebody knows who's behind, you know, like I said, making some kind of impulsive action. Because somebody, like I said, somebody almost felt like they just wanted to repay you for something, right? But they didn't know how to pay you, so they repaid you, looks like in gossip. Like being this open book. Like basically saying somebody was talking to someone about a younger person, like maybe their child or kid or something like that, and they were kind of an open book, but they didn't even have all the information. They just took off like a blowtorch and just talking, just don't even have all the information about something. They don't even know the facts about anything. All chaos and confusion. Here we have Two of Pentacles. Yeah, here's the Two of Pentacles here. And so 5 and 2 of Pentacles is 7. And so planted all kinds of seeds. Planted all kinds of seeds about somebody being financially independent, you know, growing their money. Just, I mean, wow. But something ended, like, looking at the cards here, like, And this is kind of what you have in common. This is what you have in common. Like people jumping to conclusions and kind of like knowing who may have been behind something, because this same energy here, the same energy here. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. Like the enemy has been exposed. The devil has been exposed. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So, looking at your cards here, you have two. You have two energies. This keeps coming out of your cards, though, Scorpios. Like, I kind of feel like y'all already know, but it just... so if you're new to my channel, like I said, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. But... I feel like y'all kind of like dealing with it like a... I was gonna say Bonnie and Clyde couple, but it could be... Yeah, because a lot of people are just looking at the outer shell. It's not always a man and a woman. Sometimes it's man, sometimes it's woman. So it could be same sex or opposite sex couples, but they have that Bonnie and Clyde kind of mentality. Like, yeah, but somebody's dealing with that kind of energy. They're karmic couples. Right, dealing with karmic couples. Yeah. Who like to end people. And then you got somebody who is so eager to repay you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, but they're not asking you how you like to be repaid. That's where somebody's going wrong. It's like they're not asking, like, hey, I feel like somebody had the right idea with you. They feel like, oh, you may pay for lunch, or you may have helped me in so many ways. I really appreciate you helping me, but the energies end up getting people hurt because they don't have all the information about stuff. They how when people telling you a story and they don't have all the truth, so they be ad-libbing and just adding extra stuff and just... So surrender to the divine. That's source, obviously. Surrender to source, the divine. Yeah, learn how to just move on quietly. It's like, you know what? I don't even have all the facts. So somebody's learning how to just tell other people to, like, you don't even saying like you have all the facts, and you sound like you confused. Like, okay, this don't even sound like it's clear. Learn how to move on. Yeah, limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anyone and anything. Literally, source can use anybody. I keep trying to tell people it's not a competition. There doesn't have to be a divide. Something doesn't have to be a divide when source is using people. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Your health is your priority and your body is your temple. But yeah, sources, you have a lot of ideas moving forward. You invested a lot of time, looks like a time and money into something, all because somebody who felt like you had invested so much into them, they feel like they wanted to repay you, except they were really worried about their financial situation and loss. So it was two of them who were worried about their this situation and loss. But you couldn't figure out which two. But unfortunately, that you know, they were being used by the enemy, and the devil is a liar. So that money was really their enemy. That was their temptation, and so the devil will cause a person to tell a lie about something, and something just took off. Something took off. So I don't know who this is for, but that's what I have for you in your reading. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody. But yeah, this is it. That's what I have for you. Bye.